Just say it on camera now that your religion allowed or allows for genocide and ethnic cleansing,
Yes.
and you're the only religion that I'm aware of that has that as a tenet of faith from your 613 laws.
No, it's not tenet of faith.
It's one of your 613 laws.
One of the laws,
Yes.
yes.
So genocide and ethnic cleansing, why? Because it was ordained by God.
Yes.
Welcome back everyone. Today we're going to react to a video between a Muslim and a Zionist Jew which took place at Speaker's Corner. This isn't just to entertain the audience, but there's some very important points that Brother Anwar raised, and surprisingly and shockingly the Jewish man confirmed. The statements he confirmed are relevant today and may explain the atrocities upon the Palestinians by the bloodthirsty state of Israel. Let's take a look.
Why were you expelled from Jerusalem?
It's irrelevant.
Why?
It's irrelevant.
What was it?
It's irrelevant.
Previously, when you were expelled from Jerusalem, what had happened? Was there some sin?
It's irrelevant.
Was there some sin?
Possible sins.
It's irrelevant because this is where the crux of the matter is.
Not really.
The land that was given to the Jews was under the condition that you serve God alone, and you submit to Him, and you do not sacrifice your children, you do not sacrifice the false deities, and you put God first. What happened? The rabbis came. The Jewish people they committed child sacrifice. Every time a prophet would come to them and say, "Stay away from child sacrifice," they killed the prophets. Okay, like Amos, like Isaiah, like I can't remember. There's a few other ones as well. Every prophet that came and told you stop doing child sacrifice, you killed. And I will go on record and say, and show demonstrate that if needed.
But the answer is correct or not is irrelevant.
That's the reality. Then what happened? You began to take your rabbis as lords. You have in your Talmud the Tandur of Akhnai. You know what I'm referring to?
Tandur.
The Tandur of Akhnai, where the rabbis said one thing and one rabbi alone said something else, and the voice of heaven came down and said the truth is with that rabbi. The rabbis here said it is not in heaven, it is with us.
Yes.
So you believe that the rabbis have the authority to legislate law, and that God has no say in the matter.
The Jews were expelled by England for over 400 years, by France, by Spain, Europe and some countries in the Middle East. The only time in history where Jews thrived was referred to as the Golden Age, where they flourished under Muslim rule. Now they say Israel is the first Jewish state, a land for the Jews. But what does it mean to be a Jew? To be a Jew, you must follow all 613 commandments. Love your neighbor as yourself. Netanyahu describes Palestinians as animals. That's not loving your neighbor. The sixth commandment says you shall not murder, which is a fundamental principle of Jewish law. Never mind murder, they've killed over 70,000 people. According to The Economist, that number is well over 100,000. This was not the religion that Moses came with, peace be upon him.
So just on record now, you believe you are, because our religion doesn't have anything like this. Absolutely anything like this. No matter how much people pay billions and billions by the media to make Muslims look bad, we have nothing like this. Killing babies. Hang on. Allow my point. Just say it on camera now that your religion allowed or allows for genocide and ethnic cleansing,
Yes.
and you're the only religion that I'm aware of that has that as a tenet of faith from your 613 laws.
No, it's not tenet of faith.
It's one of your 613 laws.
One of the laws.
Yes. So genocide and ethnic cleansing. Why? Because it was ordained by God.
Yes.
The Jews lived in Palestine way before the Zionists entered. How can you say that the Jews are the enemies when the Jewish golden age was under the Muslims? The Jews flourished under Islam.
I've said that before. Anyone who rises against the Jewish people, it is the moral duty of the IDF to wipe them out completely.
You have no right. As IDF, Israel doesn't have a right to exist,
You can disagree.
let alone to defend itself. The Jews, however, have a right to live in Jerusalem. This is my belief as a Muslim.
That's fine.
The Jews have a right to live there and a protected status there. And what did Elijah, allegedly, the prophet Elijah met a rabbi later on, and what did he say? He was asked of Elijah, what did the Holy One, what did God say when that debate happened? And what did God say? Let me tell the people.
God is smiling and says, my sons have won me in debates.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Something to that.
Allahu Akbar.
I don't know if I have the
That's
exact
fine.
translation. But
So,
yes.
so your children, my children have defeated me.
Yes.
So your God, our God, the one who created all of us,
Yes.
and knows everything, knows the past, knows the future, knows what would have been and what has been, he was defeated in a debate by the rabbis.
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah. So this is where we end it. Lakum dinakum waliya din. You have no chain of transmission from Moses. You follow your rabbis,
come back to your
and
point.
just remember
You
the
want to
promise
stay
of
Muslim,
Allah.
stay a Muslim.
It's not your strength. as Jews. It's not your strength. It was our weakness. The moment the Muslims come back to Tawheed en masse, you will see that we will be able to stand, and you won't be able to take our lands from us, and you won't be able to kill us. And just to mention now, before anyone claims I'm anti-Semitic, our mother, al-Mu'mineen Safiya, was the wife of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. She was of Jewish origin. When some of the other wives of Arab descent, they mocked her for being Jewish, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, returned to her and said, tell them that she was a descendant she was a Levite, descendant of a daughter of a Levite. She said, tell them that your father was a prophet, meaning Harun. Your uncle was a prophet, meaning Musa, and your husband is a prophet, meaning Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So what we say is that the Jewish people that follow what Moses was upon and follow what Harun were upon, these are people that are beloved to us, and it is nothing to do with hating them for ethnicity or loving them for ethnicity. Akramakum andallah la atqakum. The best of you in the sight of Allah are the pious, not the ones from any state or any religion or anything like that. So lakum dinakum waliya din. But just know that the promise of Allah will come to pass, and it is our weakness, not due to your strength. Allahu Akbar.
Anyone who rises against the Jewish people, it is the moral duty to wipe them out. How do you even respond to that? Is that what the IDF were doing when they wiped out Hind Rajab? What was the crime of Khalid Naban? What about his granddaughter Reem? What was her threat? Dr. Najjar had her husband and 9 children killed in one airstrike. What did those 9 children do that was such a threat to Israel that they had to wipe them out? This is Israel. This is what Israel will always be remembered for. Anyway guys, I'll post a link to the full video in the description below. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Support me by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.